Good morning, fitness fans. It is time to do a push workout. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing here. Having a lot of fun lately. Been working out with some other people. Worked out with Sean yesterday. Absolutely destroyed my legs. I'm waiting for that to start kicking in. I don't believe I'll be able to walk tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. So today we got a push day, chest, triceps, and side delts are going to be the main focus. Going to hit a little bit of core workout while we're in there, and as well as we're going to make sure to get our cardio in. Probably going to do a double session, may do a double session. I don't know if we'll do a double session. We'll see what happens. And I also realized that I haven't recorded a lot of the, I forget where I left off. Sorry, got interrupted. George, one of my good friends, wanted to invite me out to his birthday party. Unfortunately, though, I got catering that day, so don't know if I'll be able to make it. Not to mention, he was like, "Oh, just come afterwards." I was like, "I've seen you after 10 a.m. or 10 p.m." Not a good sight. Anyway, so back on it. We're going to hit the bike first for about 30 minutes, and we're going to get into it. I'm going to increase the pace a little bit. So I'm figuring I'll probably be here for about 2 hours today. Might do a little bit of supersetting. We'll see how that goes, though. So with no further ado, let's get after it, and let's grind. All right, so we're going to do 30 minutes on the bike as a warm-up. And I don't just sit here on the bike. I do every minute on the minute. 20 reps, just 5 pounds for the side delts. And then I do 20 reps bicep curls, 15 sets, 20 reps each, 300. Not a lot of weight, just allows for a great workout. Continual cardio, and work on some of those areas I want to get a little bit better in. So I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. So now that the warm-up's done, what I'm doing is I'm just doing some isometric exercises. While this is paused, I got like 30 seconds, basically trying to pull my abs down and take my belly button back to my spinal cord, just to really contract those ab muscles. And it gives me a good little timing period after the work or after the warm-up session. So I burned 221 calories, rode 6.4 miles, level 6. That was on level 7. It is what it is. Heart rate was around 118, which is good for a warm-up. For optimal fat burning, I want to go a little bit higher. But again, this was just a warm-up. Body's loose. I am fucking sweating like a bitch because it is kind of humid. But even though it was only like 221 calories, it doesn't really take into effect of the arm movements I was doing. So the bicep curls and the side lateral raises. So it doesn't account for that. So it was probably, I won't say double, but maybe around 300, 325 calories that I burned in a quick 30-minute session. Not bad to get the day started. So now we're starting out with side lateral raises, leaning side lateral raises. Changing up the grip on these. You may have seen this last week. Just grabbing the ball, keeping the hand with the palms backwards. So we're supersetting these with the 45-degree lateral raises. All right, moving on to the triceps. We got tricep press down with rope, getting that full contraction Really hitting that long head of the tricep. Today's more of a long head day. And we're going to be supersetting those with crossbody tricep extensions. Again, targeting the long head. All right, so usually I only do 3 sets, but I'm supposed to do 4 sets of the crossbody extensions. So I'm throwing this in there as well. Again, I drop the weight on because I want to get as close to 12 as I can. And you can see my triceps are failing. So moving on, we're doing low incline bench press. And again, I have the minimal incline on this just because for me personally, feels better on my shoulder. I don't feel as much strain or pressure in my shoulder. Works the upper and middle pec pretty well. And I'm really trying to develop that little shelf and that crease. And people could be asking, they're like, why do you just like torch your fucking arms before you do your workout? No reason whatsoever. I changed up my workout a couple weeks ago. I decided to put my arms first, my arms and my shoulders first. Still got a great workout in. In a couple weeks, I'm going to switch it back where maybe I do triceps, then shoulders, then bench, or vice versa, or whatever. And I rotate those. So I'm still doing the same exercises, different order, kind of gives the muscles different level of fatigues at different levels of my workout. So like right now, my triceps are already fatigued. So my chest is going to have to come more into play in this, where if I were to do this first, my triceps may be a little bit more fatigued when I go over to do my press downs. So that's my rationale and my philosophy behind it. I like it. I found a little bit of benefit in it recently. And probably next week, I'm going to switch up the order of the exercises again, just to keep everything fresh and new and hitting the muscles at different levels of fatigue. So let's get after it. And before you ask, no, I am not supersetting these with anything. For me, this is a compound exercise working the chest, shoulders, triceps. You're basically getting a superset all in one movement. So I take these and I do take a decent amount of rest. Larger muscle group, really pushing, really struggling on these, needs more time to recover than if I'm like my triceps, my delts. I can push those to failure on one set, and the next set, I'm almost ready to go almost immediately. Not a long recovery time after the workout either. Chest, on the other hand, is a whole different fucking story. So I make sure that I have a little bit of break time in between sets. All right, last time I talk, I promise. So keep your rails up in case you don't have a spotter. I like not having a spotter because it makes me push harder to try to get that last set up. It also makes me feel a little bit safe and don't have to roll it over my dick if I fucking bail on it. Retract the scapular plane, foot drive, crank out the reps. So next up, load of high cable flies from a seated position. So again, I'm taking a little bit longer rest periods in between these, pushing a little bit harder. I'm feeling good right now. So, all right, so lastly, and I'm changing this up a little bit. I don't change my workouts, but I may add some stuff, move some stuff around. So what I'm going to do here is max set push-ups, and then I'm going to superset that with machine flies. 4 rounds on the pec fly. I'm going to get 25 reps each round for 100 total reps. This, I have no fucking idea how many I'll be able to get. All right, so last but not least, almost every day, well, definitely not last, I still got cardio to do, but crunches, rope crunch, and reverse crunch. Then I realized I forgot forearms. So you remember when I used to do this? Walk on the treadmill, do my exit video. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Kind of slacking off on that lately. Also, a couple of times, like I'll crank that fucker up, be going on a 12-degree incline or at a higher rate of speed. So it's kind of difficult for me to do this. But kind of just a chill, doing a hill workout, level 4, 3 miles an hour, nothing big, nothing crazy. Just a little extra cardio to finish out the day with. Overall, great workout. Did a pump check. Just did a check. I was like super fucking stoked with how my chest is looking. Starting to see more striations, getting them to be a little bit more vascular, which means the fat's coming off. I'm still not to where I want to be yet, but I'm still continuing moving in that direction. And another thing I found is that even though I've reduced my calories, I'm eating like a 700 calorie deficit right now. Even though I've reduced my calories, I'm still getting stronger. And that's like one of my things. I was talking to somebody. I was like, when I go out on my cut, I don't change my workout. My workouts are the same whether I'm bulking or cutting. The only thing that changes is my caloric intake. So, I mean, I'll increase my protein to about 1.5 grams per pound of body weight when I go into my bulk. and I drop it down to about 1 gram per body weight when I'm in my cut. So just a little different variations just to make yourself better. One problem with going into super high protein is like what problem I ran into today is I had some serious protein farts, and I'm glad the fucking gym was empty because I would have grossed quite a few people out. Probably would have got some Snickers. And I'm pretty sure I ran one girl out when she got here. I don't know if it was just me or I look funny or what. I don't know. But overall, great workout. Remember, the most important thing is getting into the gym and starting your routine. After that, it's all second nature. Find what works for you. Find what makes you feel good and go for it. Fuck what everybody else says. Don't give a damn about what anybody else thinks about me. It's me versus me every single day. 1% better every day. I'm out of here. You guys have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep grinding.